it's only right that both you and Egal have to maybe provide some respect and to fall back because you lost this weekend.
Yeah, the only team on the panel.
Oh, anyway, let me get into it. There's a reason why I call you, man, the spicy Spurs. Yeah, the red Tottenham, Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because what you man do is that you man flatter to deceive. Flattery. What you guys do, and you know what? When I was growing up, I didn't like waste men like you, where you would talk a big game, but when push came to shove, we knew you weren't really about that. Because really, the people who are about it, guess what? They don't talk. They don't talk. You get what I'm saying? And those in the chat knows what I'm saying. Now, let me tell you about your club shaking your bum. Because that's what you man were doing. Lawless is right. You guys made it clear that this season was yours. And let's be real. Goonie, I'm looking at your face right now because no doubt you would agree with me. This season, for all intents and purposes, it's been rubbish. Chelsea's kind of let us down. City let us down. Liverpool's let us down. Spurs let us down. United's let us down. Even West Ham's let us down. This is yours to lose. Yours to lose. And I've been saying to Arsenal fans, I still know what man did last summer. For those who ain't seen the movie, Google it. Yeah? Google it. It's one of them ones that you used to get at Blockbuster. Man showing his age. But now I'm getting into my cooking. Don't worry. So we are expecting big things from your club. I'm seeing Shiver Me Timbers getting weights off the ball by Ollie Watkins. Shut your mouth. Ollie Watkins. Do you know what I'm saying? And let's be real. For the neutrals, we have noticed that there's something about March. For me, I think it's a positive correlation. For Arsenal, it's a negative correlation. What do I mean? We know, come March, Arsenal players struggle with hay fever. That's why they drop points. We know. You get me? It's medical. Something wrong with their headpiece. That they just can't make the link. They're sneezing too much. But you man are sneezing now. Rubbish. The way you got worked by Aston Villa, Villa gave us the blueprint. You see Shiver Me Timbers? Buzz that brother out the way. He's an idiot. Ollie Watkins waits that brother. Morgan Rogers. I've been talking about Morgan Rogers. You know what? On tomorrow's show, I'm respecting Billy. You man been shaking for Eze. How about Morgan? Yeah? How about Captain Morgan, bro? Because that's the real number 10. I was disappointed in your bummy performance because really, the reason why a lot of Arsenal fans have been playing Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall and then stayed on the wall is because you knew this was coming. The reason why you, Potts, is moving like you're still hungover and your bedroom there, Gal's there rubbing his lips, is because you didn't know it was going to happen this quick. But we were telling you and warning you, bro. Your team ain't about it. What you do is you play well. There are games where you play us off the park. Your defense is the best defense since sliced bread. But what does that get you, mate? It gets you nothing. Now, there's a lot of Arsenal fans in the chat getting triggered. My response to you is, so what? So what? I'll give a damn. Do you get what I'm saying? You should be getting triggered. If I was supporting your club, I'll be triggered too. Because we have now seen that you ain't about it. You know that it's already lost now. You've allowed City to get back in. We're now saying that Aston Villa is involved. There is nothing you can say apart from thank you for coming early. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not pausing it. Thank you. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when it's rubbish, it's best to put the thing out their misery. That's what you man are about. So I'm going to thank you for that. Thank you very much. Yeah? Thank you. Where's your Swedish Ollie? Where's your Jerez? Where is he? Oh, no. Yeah? Where is he? Rubbish team, bums. So I think it's fair to say, someone asked me the question the other day. If Chelsea don't win the league, Liverpool don't win the league, you don't believe City's going to win the league, who do you think's going to win the league? And I said, I don't know. Oh. I actually said I don't know because you man are all bummy. You're all the same, cut from the same cloth. Man can't tell the difference if you man are Labour or the Conservatives. You know what I'm saying, bro? We can't tell the difference. So for me, it's about time you man get off your high horse, humble yourself. Where was your tifo, bro? Where was something to show that the man then was charged for the game? Because it's not only Spurs that you need to turn up, bro. Imagine beating Spurs and then not winning since. Rubbish team. Rubbish. So for me, all I'm saying is this. I can see that the wheels are falling up. Look, I can see clearly now the game has gone.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Cliff.
Because your team is so looking just very dusty, man. You get flattered. You get me? So for me, Dan, Egal, I'll be very worried. Egal, you're not going to do that thing tonight where you're going to pretend that things was all right. Things ain't all right, bro. You can see the cracks, and I need you to be a man today. Not Egal, not the actor, not the comedian, not the showman. Come and speak humbly about your club, saying that you recognize you're in a sorry state of affairs, and then you're hoping that you and Dan Potts can do something. Because if you don't, bro, I can see Crystal Palace getting above you, man. Hold that.
All right, so first of all, before I bring Egal in, yeah. First of all, Deji, thank you for shouting at your rooftop so we can hear you from down there in 11th or where the hell you are, all right? So thank you for that. I appreciate that, first of all. Second of all, before I bring Egal in, this is a Tottenham Hotspur fan, people, getting very excited because Arsenal finally lost the game, right? This is a guy who can't make his mind up where he wants Frank in, Frank out, shake it all about. So, Egal, I'll let you go first and then I'll come in on the performance. Egal, please do follow.
Dan, if you don't mind, I wanted to speak about something we spoke about after the game. And if you don't remember, you messaged me and you said it's a mentality issue. I don't think this is a mentality issue. I think this is just a situation where we got beat by the better team on the day. And we can both agree on that. And I think everyone in the panel can agree on that. Now, to the rivals, this is what you guys are supposed to do. You guys are supposed to hate watch Arsenal games. You guys are supposed to expect us to drop off. You guys are supposed to believe that we're not going to do it until we do it. And it's on us to go and show you. And it's not on me. It's on the team and the players. And as fans, if you believe in the team, you continue to support. If you go to the games, you're going to support the team. And I don't think anyone is now writing us off and saying we're not going to win the league now because we dropped points in a couple of games back to back and City are now 2 points behind me. Because I don't think that's what I've heard from you or Deji right now. Deji's saying he has City to win. I think he probably would have said he had City to win when we 7 points clear. So it's not really like I care about validation from rivals. This is what you guys are supposed to do. You guys are supposed to hate on us. You guys are supposed to continuously try to apply pressure and do what you guys do. From Arsenal perspective, this was a poor performance and a result that was deserved, a loss that was deserved. In my opinion, we did not play well enough to start the game. We made the substitutions. Arteta made the right substitutions. Gyökeres and Trossard came on. We looked better. We scored our first goal. Then we couldn't score a second. Credit to Villa. Defensively, they knew they had to get their shape together. And in the last 10, 20 minutes, it looked like they were the only ones that were going to score. I think Arteta made the wrong substitution in taking off Saka for Nani Madueke, but I think that was more to avoid another yellow card or a red card situation. And guess what? You guys are all celebrating right now, but the reality is the game is the league's not won in December, October, November. It can be lost in these times. And I don't think we've lost it losing away to Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a tough team, and they've only lost one game. I mean, they've only lost one game in their last 30 games in all competitions away. Anyone who's traveled to their ground, only one team has come back with a win in the last 30 games. I don't even know who that team is, but that's a crazy stat.
Can I tell you my quick concerns then, Egal, as to why I messaged you that, right? So I don't know if the rest of the panel in the chat agree with this. We've played 15 games. It's mega early. There's no real pressure yet. But there is a different kind of pressure in terms of making statements, giving rival fans something to actually look at and think, wow, and take a step back with. Those 5 games, we haven't won any of them, Egal. And those 5 games are Liverpool to try and make a statement against the champions. We lost at Anfield. We could not make a statement against the team that we all know are going to be with us in Manchester City at home because we were too negative and it was 1-1 last minute in the game, Martinelli. We weren't able to beat Sunderland away at a weekend where Manchester City and Liverpool played each other. Pressure. We weren't able to pull away 9 clear where you're getting fans like me saying, I think Arsenal might win the league if they beat Chelsea. couldn't do it. And then this weekend against Villa to put on the pressure and not allow Manchester City to now be 2 points behind us, we haven't been able to win again. So that's why I have a question mark over the management and the mentality of the players. When it matters, the pressure, we crumble, brother. We do.
All right. Here's my counter to you. If I were to tell you at the beginning of the season, the games that we're going to struggle were against the top 6 and we're going to beat the West Hams, the Fulhams, and the Crystal Palaces, you would have said, you know what? Those were also the games that we struggled to win the league. So which one is it? Because when we beat the likes of Newcastle away, when we beat West Ham, Fulham away, and we beat Crystal Palace at home, everyone's like, you know what? This Arsenal team this season is serious. They're beating the teams that they consistently would have dropped points to in previous seasons in the title race. And as much as we want to talk about Arsenal losing to Liverpool or dropping points to Man City, in that time period, if I'm not mistaken, we went 18 games unbeaten. You're not going to win every game. Losing to Aston Villa, I think it was a poor performance. We deserve to lose, and we brush ourselves off. People are going to say you can't talk about injuries. Guess what? The performance was impacted by the amount of changes, and some of these players were not able to build up the same way. But that's not an excuse. That's a reality in the context of how you have to deal with the season. Having both your center backs out at the same time can affect you. Having your third best center back and not having any height in that back line affects the long balls and the ability to clear the ball at the end of the game. And I do think composure at the end of the game cost us. And I'm not sitting here going crazy. I don't think we can sit here and say mentality issues, because that same mentality was what got us these past couple wins. That same approach was what got us these wins. The difference was the personnel, Dan. It's not always about a mental thing.
Egal, you can't sit there and tell me and all the other people that we've got no, 1 second. You can't tell us that we've got the best squad in the world and then complain because our centre backs are too small to head the ball.
Three centre backs out, Dan. That is all our height in the back line is off the pitch. All our height is gone.
Was that why we lost the game?
I'm saying that does have an impact.
What about our attack? Speak about our attack.
We should go on and lose because we have 3 centre backs out. I'm just saying, eventually we need to stop saying everything's an excuse. And when we analyze the game, as you do, you can mention these things without saying, you know what? Regardless, I felt like we could have still done better. Regardless, I still believe maybe we should have done way better than that. But I'm not sitting here blindly saying, you know what? All these changes are not going to affect us.
Yeah, Dan,
you're seeing it slowly affect us. Chelsea away, you see in the set piece issue. You see the Aston Villa game, the issue. Even versus Bayern, you've seen how direct they were and how easy it was for them to get from one end to the other against us.
To be honest, as well, I've got to agree with Egal and a lot of stuff that he said. And if we're really, really being honest, and I say this begrudgingly, people, I don't feel good saying this at all. Any team to lose Saliba and Gabriel, who at the minute, in my opinion, are 2 of Europe's best centre-backs, potentially at this moment in time, it's going to hurt you, 100%. It doesn't matter who you are. Deji, I've got to say it's a similar principle. You see, you remove Caicedo from that Chelsea midfield, we don't look like the same team. It's the same principle to any team you go. When you lose your mainstays in your team, especially your top qualities, the level's going to drop. The level's going to drop.
Rooney, you're 100% correct. If these 2 brothers would give every other team that bly. But the truth of the matter is,
you holding them? Okay.
Once again, that's bullshit.
These men don't want to.
Respectfully,
they
that's
don't want to hear
bullshit.
about injuries.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
They don't want to hear.
That's absolute bullshit.
No,
because
Deji.
Do
you hear any Tottenham? Can I just say something?
We did a preview. And I spoke about all your injuries.
No Tottenham fans said, "Oh, by the way, we didn't have Maddison at the Emirates the other day. Oh, we didn't have Kulusevski." You didn't hear that. We took the 4-1 defeat.
We did 2 previews, bro.
You played who you played, and you beat us. How about you fall back? You talk. No, let me tell you, Goonie.
Guys, did anyone hear me say I didn't deserve to lose?
No. Let me tell you what these men were doing.
Did anyone hear me say this is an excuse? And this is the reason why we didn't win. No, I said regardless of that.
Let me say my piece.
Deji, don't go. No, you're not going on your tangent. This is not.
I'm going to say my piece.
I'm responding to Goonie though.
I'm saying my piece. I'm responding to Goonie.
No.
Let me chat to my bedroom.
When it comes to Arsenal,
Goonie.
you shut off your brain and you just
let
want
me
to
chat to my bedroom, Goonie. Goonie, let me tell you what these man done. Yeah, these man said the difference between this season and every other season where they finish second without a trophy is that they've got a squad now. They've got depth. That's what these, not me.
Okay.
Egal is one of the biggest culprits. We've got, guess what he said? We've got cover. Can you imagine that? I'm saying your cover's dusty. Man said that's why they're going to win the league. So you can't say you've got cover and then start moaning or be moaning about the injuries or agreeing with a rival fan who might be getting it wrong. You were quite happy with your squad.
You can have cover. 1 second.
You were happy.
2008 Barcelona had cover, but guess what? You take out Messi, you take out some of their players, they're still not going to have the same level of performances. Any team has great players. Those great players are out of the team. Your team's going to not look the same. You're going to have to play slightly different. Now, I'm not saying Arsenal is the best team in the world. We're the best everything. We have everything covered in every single position. I'm simply saying our squad is, when it comes for man, we have 2 players in each position. We should be able to manage. But when you take out 2 of your best defenders, and then you take out your 3rd best defender, and you take out all your 6'2" plus center backs, it does affect how you defend. It does affect how you can get rid of long balls over the top or defend corners or set pieces. If we take out all the height out of a back line, you're telling me it's not going to affect you? I'm sorry, Deji. The main thing is I gotta go, but I just wanted to say composure from the Arsenal fans and rival fans. Enjoy this. We're gonna beat Wolves this weekend, and Crystal Palace at home. Crystal Palace are facing Man City at home. Guess what? Crystal Palace beat Man City. Arsenal beat Wolves. We're back to where we started at the beginning of last week. So all of this kumbaya and celebration between rivals is really short done, because the same people who are telling us the season ends in May are the same people celebrating anytime we drop points like the season ends in December. So hypocrites.
No, we just want to see you humbled
and Dan Lawless. You yourself, you must have been shitting yourself after we beat you, because you knew all the stuff you talked. If Arsenal win the league this year, you're going to be like, Egal's going to be, I'm on you. I'm on your case. Out of everybody in this panel, if we win the league, I'm coming to Dan Lawless and I'm saying, look at this. And I'm going to shove that Premier League trophy in your face. Because when we win the league, you're the guy who is laughing in my face when I said this Arsenal team is going to go strengthen in the summer and kick on. And it
don't you dare do that.
And you are now coming here acting like a disbeliever, acting like Man City have won the league. If you're gonna say it with chest. You believe Man City is gonna win the league right now? Say it with chest.
Why did I laugh at you? Because you said Arsenal are gonna dominate Europe,
and we're playing well. Anyway, I gotta go, boys.
Big statement.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I gotta go. And then look, right, let me just say, gotta go. I didn't want to have to say this to Egal's face, but he just spent 5 minutes stating the obvious.
He's just
look, man, Egal's different to me. Egal's very different to me. Look, I was disappointed yesterday. I'm not taking it as it's only that, because when I was told that it's 7 points, it doesn't matter. I was then told it's 5 points, it doesn't matter. Now it's gone down to 2 points and it still doesn't matter. It does matter. When you've had 5 games, which in the 15 games we've played, and they're the only games so far that have a little inkling of pressure on it, and you've bowled it, what's it going to be like in April, May, and March when you actually do have the serious pressure? That's the big question mark I've got with Mikel Arteta. That's all it is, man. So
he's sitting there saying, like, he goes, "Oh, you laughed at me when I said Arsenal would kick on next season." That's so dishonest, man. And the clips are there. It went on viral and everything of him saying Arsenal are gonna dominate European football for the next however many years, right? And I laughed, right? And I said to him,
he said for years, so not just for this year.
Next year, the year after, right? He said we're gonna dominate, right? And so I went on his channel. It would build up to our game, yeah. And because they were talking, he said, "Oh, what do you think?" I said, "Egal." I said, "You winning the league this season doesn't prove you right, because that's not winning one league in however many years and you dominate in European football, is it? So nothing. So Arsenal winning the league, he could come to me and laugh in my face, but it doesn't prove him right. You won a league. I never said you could. It's impossible Arsenal would ever win the league, but you're not dominating shit, mate.